to the story time with the Amigurumis. Today, the three capybaras, Donguara's golf course. Once upon a time, there was a bright and peaceful river where three little capybara brothers lived happy and in harmony. While the other animals spent their days fighting for food and territory, the capybaras had a secret power that kept them safe. They weren't the strongest or the most feared animals of the forest. Their little secret was their kindness. Their calm energy, slow movements, and patience even won over Grumpy Mrs. Snake. They spent their mornings swimming together and strolling through the woods, while they moved smoothly through their afternoons nibbling on dandelions, reeds, saibos, thistles, and other sweet fruits from the rich and varied herbs and flowers of the delta. In the evenings, they enjoyed curling up among the warm grasses, sipping hot matecitos and eating chipap. What they didn't know was that soon their beloved river and peaceful lives would be in a terrible danger. One morning at sunrise, the eldest brother named Capi woke the other two with a whistle and a new fabulous idea. Up, up, rise and shine, you lazy bones lives in the river. Playing and laughing is wonderful, but it's time to think about protecting our home. Until now, we've lived happily and peacefully, but we need to be ready for winter and build a warm house to shelter, said Capi, raising his arm, very animated. Churro, the middle brother, still half asleep and half dreaming, gave a huge yawn and rolled onto his back like he did every morning before breakfast by the river's bank.
Oh, what a lovely idea, Capi. But please, can you wait until my afternoon nap? I was dreaming of a warm little waterfall and the sweetest peach blossom. Let me sleep some more.
In a flash, Capi tossed his shoe through the air, making it land right on Churro's head.
Let's see if that clears the birds out from your head, little brother.
We'll have to start working today. No time to waste. Now get up, and you take care of your lazy baby brother while I clear the weeds and rocks from the spot where I will build my house, said Capi with a smile. Just a few minutes later, the three capybaras walked slow and happily to the sunniest glade by the riverbank. Once there, they started planning the work ahead. Capi measured and sniffed the wind to decide the best orientation for the windows, hopping around the ground to test its firmness before beginning construction, moving stones and buckweeds from the floor. Churro thrilled and imagined himself in a new home, daydreaming and worrying for nothing else than the color of the walls. Pinto, taking advantage of his brother's distraction, lay down to nap under a big leafy bush. When lunchtime came, each of the three capybara brothers made a different decision.
Enough questions, Capi. Stones this, wind that, that's it. I'll build my house with straw. Straw is cozy, warm, and super easy to stack.
I'll make mine in no time, and then I'll be free to drift in the river and enjoy this beautiful summer day, said Pinto.
Well, if Pinto can build a house of straw, I won't worry about wind or stones either.
I don't think straw is very strong, but I'll build mine with green branches covered in beautiful flowers of all colors. When predators see it, they'll know it's an artist's house and won't bother me, said Churro. Capi, a little worried, added,
Your ideas are witty, brothers, but I'd rather work with patience and effort for several days to be sure I build the strongest house in the river. I'll build mine with bricks and stones. It will take longer, but we'll be safe and warm the whole winter.
What material did each capybara use to build its house?
Pinto of yarn. natural flowers. Capi! Bricks and stones.
Pinto finished his straw house in just 1 hour. It looked really good, and he was satisfied. He was especially proud of the mushy mulberry leaf roof. Churro instead spent the whole afternoon gathering branches, pine cones, and wildflowers. But by sunset, his was done too. And he went off to play, really happy to see his colorful and cheerful house. Soon, the two brothers were tumbling and rolling on the grass by the river, munching on mint and lemon verbena leaves, laughing and splashing water on Capi, while he still worked tirelessly, hauling stones and bricks until late at night. The younger brothers snored comfortably in their houses, while Capi continued from dawn to midnight, day after day. After a week, they grew impatient.
Come on, big brother, can you pretty please finish already? It may not look as pretty as mine, but if we hang some fireflies here and there, it will look lovely. Let me help, said Churro. You've been building for like 500 years already, Capi, said Pinto. Stop hammering and sawing, you're ruining our naps. Even the crickets are nervous with all that noise.
But Capi kept working, carefully placing row after row of bricks, resting only to sleep a few hours. On the first day of autumn, when the leaves began to fall, Capi's brick house was finally complete. The three brothers happily sat by the river with their mates, enjoying autumn days in peace. But one cold winter afternoon, as they napped, a mysterious and sneaky character popped up. He was tall and thin, with long legs and sharp